What's up, good people of YouTube? It's me, Chavez, back with another NFL player prop video for you. Today is Wednesday, October 4th, 2023. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. We're going to be going over two plays that I like for Thursday night football and a third play. I'm not yet decided on whether I want to go over and under, but I do want to present my thoughts with you, and then maybe in the comments below you can let me know if you want to take the over or under on that prop. So if all that sounds good, I encourage you to stick around, drop a like, sub up, and click the notification icon to get notified of all upcoming content videos from me and this channel. And without further delay, let's jump into our first play for Thursday. All right, first play I want to talk about is this Justin Fields, Khalil Herbert 0.5 rushing receiving touchdown prop. I like the over on this one. I have a few reasons why I like the over on this one. So first of all, let's talk about Khalil Herbert's role in the passing game increasing. We've seen it just kind of increase week over week. He's averaging nearly four targets per game. But I really like this red zone number, 4.3 red zone snaps so far this season. So little by little, he is starting to I guess gain the trust of the coaching staff, and he is on the field when it counts the most, and that's in the red zone. You can't score points on the bench. So red zone rushing attempts, I think, you look at Fields, you look at Herbert, those are the two guys that are going to get the ball if they decide to rush it in the red zone. We have yet to see a big game from Justin Fields in terms of multiple touchdowns, 100+ yards on the ground. It's coming. It's coming. I like the idea of just, funneling, well, not funneling. I like the idea of these rushing attempts, these red zone looks being funneled through Fields and possibly Herbert when it comes to any sort of ground attack. And I think if you get those two guys on the same play, you're really playing, a high upside play here. So for me personally, I like the over this 0.5 rushing, receiving touchdown prop for Justin Fields and Khalil Herbert. That's going to be our first player prop for Thursday night. All right, second play on the board. I'm going to talk about Sam Howell, 16.5 fantasy score. I like the over on this one. Let's talk about why. So rushing upside is there for Sam Howell, not to the level of Justin Fields, but averaging 20.5 yards on the ground over the first 4 games of this season. That's about 2 fantasy points right there. So you always want to factor in those fantasy points on the ground for a quarterback, especially. What that could do is obviously add to the score, but it could really negate that turnover if there's an interception. You kind of have that little bit of buffer there. So that's good to know. Averaging 240 yards and 1 touchdown through the air over the last 4 games, does have 290+ yard upside here. We've seen him hit that number a couple times this season already. Now, most importantly, Chicago's defense is giving a lot of production up through the air, right? So ranking bottom of the league in passing yards per game, giving up 268 of those, and then 2.5 passing touchdowns over the first 4 games of the season. So a lot of upside here for Sam Howell. Has a lot of weapons in Washington. I like the over fantasy score. That'll be our second play for Thursday night. All right, third play that I want to talk about, Justin Fields fantasy score. Now, I like the over on the combo prop between he and Khalil Herbert. I'm not yet decided on this fantasy score if I want to go over or under. Now, obviously we know his upside. We've seen it before. We saw it last game against Denver. High upside, 4 touchdowns, tons of yards on the ground, tons of yards on through the air. Just did it all. But turnovers were there. And so that's the one thing that does scare me about Justin Fields. If you were going to take the under on his fantasy score, it would mainly be because of the turnovers. We've seen him look lost. We've seen him throw bad passes. We've seen him just make really bad decisions on the field, and that results in turnovers or resorts in drives being cut short, which limits fantasy production altogether. So that's one reason you could look to the under, but the over, man, like I said, the upside is there. His potential is there. I mean, he can give you 30 fantasy points any game. I don't want to say any game he wants, but man, it certainly feels like, when he flips the switch, you really can't do much about it. So you have that upside there. And it's almost like if you like the over on the combo prop with he and Herbert, you should like the over on his fantasy score, but you do worry about the turnovers. It is possible for him to score a touchdown on the ground and not hit fantasy score. So I don't know. I personally am a little undecided on whether or not to take the over or under on this Justin Fields prop. But let me know in the comments below what you think about this prop, because either way, you can add it into a slip. But I might make a couple of different slips with this line and just throw an under, throw an over in there just to cover, both of those. But again, let me know in the comments below what you think about this line, because me personally, I haven't yet decided. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. We went over 2 plays that I like for Thursday Night Football. I like the over Fields Herbert combined rushing receiving touchdown prop over 0.5. And I like the over Sam Howell 16.5 fantasy score, and not yet decided on the Justin Fields fantasy score. So drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about that prop. As always, thank you so much for stopping by the channel and checking this video out. And until my next NFL player prop video, Chavez is out.